Hello guys, and yet another video on the channel. Today we're playing Morgana in the solo lane. My quest to just try out new picks in the solo lane. We're now on Morgana. So yeah, we're up against Pantheon in this match. The more that I think about it, I'm really convinced that Morgana is a very strong matchup into Pantheon. Just because we can obviously, if we can react fast enough, we can kind of negate his stun, and just in fact the fact that all his offense comes directly at us means it's very easy to set up for bindings, and there's really not anything I feel like he can do in the laning phase, apart from the first early levels before we get the shield. Yeah, we'll see here. I'm just super far back and just farming with the tormented soil. There's not too much he can do. If he wants to jump on me from that range, he needs to walk through like he just did here and tank some minion damage, which I don't think he was worth it for him. And especially since Morgana does have the spell ramp as well, means we get a little bit of trading back in health here. So Morgana is a very strong laner, especially against people that have CC. If you are confident enough to play around with your spell shield. But I mean, look at that poke. He has to flash there. He knows that if I get an auto in, potentially 2, and then I can ignite him for the kill. So we're 1 level up. Just gonna try to harass him as much as we can here. There's nothing else he can do. So get the flower here, heal back up. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Push him in on the turret, poke him down. There's not much he can do, to be honest. Did ignite him here. He does survive. Yeah. The reason I flashed her is I thought that if he has stun up, he might be able to jump on me and do a one-tap combo. But I don't think that was in his mind. Looking at it back here now, and his body language, so to speak, did not look like he was going to try for that. But Ruben does try to make gank. We do him with our binding, but doesn't end up doing much in the end. Gonna go for the Leander's Torment here first. Haven't played enough Morgana really to decide if I think that or the Rod of Ages is the best. I'm just a big fan of Leandry's. I feel like it fits really nice for her kit and what we're trying to do. But Rod definitely has its place as well. But in my mind, Leandry's is just the best after my limited sample size. So again, just try to poke wave clear as much as we can. Try to poke him with the tormented soil. That's gonna hurt really badly once we get the Leandry's. And you'll see here, there's not really much he can do in this lane, so what does he do? He roams into the jungle. Very smart. Don't think there's too much else he could do really. You could argue that I could push out the wave here, but I thought I could be of assistance. Ends up not being the case, and we do end up almost dying here as a result. But through a weird series of events, we do end up getting ahead here, as you'll see. So Kale uses the ult on him there. She thinks that she can get me. We're able to get her with the ignite in the area, and we end up getting the first kill of our lane. Nearly double kill there. If Pantheon had decided to be a bit more aggressive, he would have died there as well. So we're gonna take that reset. Oh, No, the Kung's not there.
We are shaped by our foes.
Okay, so he's pushing in the wave. Probably gonna have to stay for the least he can here, if not the entire wave. Not to let it push in.
You are alive.
Yes, so we'll push out the wave here and then take the reset. I always advocate this. If you watch my videos, you know that always push out the wave and then back. You want the minions to die to his turret. And then they should, in most cases, slow push back into you. At least it will deny CS to the enemy laner. So we get our Leanderies, we're going to get our Giant's Belt. We have the damage to this point, so we just want that extra survivability. Pantheon is quite far behind this point. He is 800 gold behind, which in 5 minutes or 6 minutes into the game is quite substantial. That's a full component. He's going to try to go get Yasuo here, which he very nearly does. He's going to go for the ult, that gets cancelled from the roaming TF, which he ends up paying for with his life. But so yeah, that's Pantheon getting an assist. We should just be... There he is. Yeah, we blocked this. This is just a prime example of what the matchup looks like. Block is done. He's used everything he can already. Can't get away. Pop the shackles, soul-star shackles. Wait a might. Then put down the tormented soil and the dark binding, and there's no really any counterplay for him there, unless he had this later in the game. He had like a Quicksilver Sash. Nothing really he can do. Deny him the flowers. Should be able to get the plate here as well. There's another perfect example. Yeah, matchup. He can try to jump me with his ult, but it's super telegraphed, and we can just put down the dark binding on him every time. Bit of a stupid player. He walked in to our tormented soil, and he's just came back from death, and he is already at like 30% health. That dark binding hits, he's dead, and he is actually going to die here now. He walks up. Spell shield ends up doing the job. Last he thought it would run out. Has a jump maybe, but yeah, doesn't get it at all. So that's 2 kills I got on him before even backing. So we're able to go back here now, get a full Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and we are going to transition that into a little, what do you call that? Oblivion Orb? Just for the healing reduction. I see that they have Senna, they have Kayle, and obviously there's the possibility that they will build some lifesteal here as well, but it's mainly thinking ahead for the Senna and the Kayle. So yeah, they're up there already. There's nothing we can do. This is where cross mapping comes into play, guys. It's enough. I'm not going to get there in time. Trust your team as you can, and just push your advantage on your side of the map. My team loses the fight, but I was never going to get there in time to make a difference anyway. So I just push the turret here as best as I can, get as much turret gold and plates as possible. Completely with that tormented soil, but yeah, okay, Pantheon thinks he wants something here. My shield actually runs out there because of his ultimate, his magic damage. Yeah, he's dead here. And I decide I can get him. With the ignite, he was actually chasing me, so probably wouldn't have needed the flash to get that kill, but no worries. We're now 3 solo kills, 2-1 against this Pantheon. Gonna get the Hourglass, you know, just typical Morgana item. Another, as far as I see with Morgana, you can go 3 actives on her. Hourglass, Teleport, and those small ghost thingies. I used to always go to Ghost Thingies when I played her Morgana support back in the day. When Twin Shadows was still an item in the game. It's really good for your setup. Obviously, the Hourglass is more of a get into the team fight and get a good ult off. But just in terms of pick potential and chasing, the Ghosts are a really good option. They're unfortunately going away in the next patch from what I've heard. So enjoy them while you can. And TP always a nice option for if you are side laning, just so you can be there in fights like that. Or otherwise you would just have to try to make a crossplay. This is actually a very good fight for him. He got the stun off and I completely underestimated his damage. Didn't use my Hourglass, which I probably should have. And he ends up getting a shot down back at us. Very bad play of us. We did see him in the river there on the minimap. Didn't react fast enough to the stun. So we have to pay for it with our lives. Yeah, so I guess a little trade back. So I'm considering buying Morello outright here. Now Morello outright is never really a good purchase. Same with if you watched my Amumu game lastly here. I just build a Bramble Vest. I don't build a Thorn Mail. It's usually not a good idea to buy the whole thing unless you have to. Ooh, we're actually able to steal the Herald here with our Tormented Soil. And we can just, for free, push the wave. So, if you get the Herald of this, what I'm looking at here is that we've taken mid tier 1, we've taken bot tier 1. The only turret we have not taken is top tier 1. Which is why I'm rotating top here now to drop the heralds. We can get that tier 1 turret as well, and I kind of open up the map as much as possible. Now we are able to save the charge, but yes, we are getting engaged on here.
Broken heart still beats.
It's scary because you can't jump on us. We get to send ultimate out, trying to get out of here, as we don't see anyone else on the map. Yeah, so we are deciding to go for the Rabadons instead here. Like I said, Morello is just poor gold value getting in general, so you usually don't get that until you really have to. So we're a bit behind in this game. Team is not playing the greatest. Luckily, Pantheon does a bit of grief here. And so does Kaisa, really. But then Wukong is the one that ends up paying for it with his life. And so does Senna. So yeah, that's nice. We're still behind in the kills here, but in terms of the map, we're definitely ahead. We have to take all our tier 1s. I decided to start Drake here. Very risky if the team doesn't come here quickly. I do see the Kales coming towards us, so just trying to do my best to show them off here. And we do end up hitting this binding, which just ends up getting me killed. I get completely abandoned, which I understand considering the health of my teammates. But nice play from the Pike there to make a swift escape. Kale's starting to get very strong since the game moves very fast here. In a Wild Rift, Kale gets to the late game a lot quicker than she normally would, so So here you see me trying out the crystalline reflector, not an item I have really played much with before. I just feel like I end up needing it since they are starting to get a bit ahead and I need to get in there a bit more. Yo, they have a lot of AD. Everyone is AD, I believe, apart from... Is it just Kale? I completely forget who their jungler is. Yes, everyone is AD apart from Kale. So that's why I'm deciding to go this. Just help me a little bit. And obviously Kale does have certain bits that of her damage that is AD as well. But yeah, Kale is definitely the thorn in our side at this point in the game. Very strong carry. Trying to just hold the side lane here as best as I can. You're gonna see me starting to struggle a lot without Kale in the coming minutes. Team is again able to get up, get some nice picks. We do have a very good pick comp, not as much of a team fight comp as the enemy team, but definitely not a bad comp in any stretch of the imagination.
Pain is grace.
Let's see, so they got free dead. Baron wouldn't be a bad idea, because when the jungler's freeze for 30 seconds, but there are two people top and there's no one else coming, so... If TF hits that stun gold card on Kale there, she's dead, but ends up going in on... You can blame that on the Wild Rift targeting system, I think. Ooh, team gets another kill. TF ends up dying here. That's what you get for backing right in their faces. I'm not 100% sure why we were pushing around the Baron here at this point. Yeah, completely just grief into Kale. Again, could use my hourglass, but I don't. Just massive misplay all around. She is super strong right now. Super strong. So yeah, what we're looking in team fights here, we're gonna have to either nuke Kale's teammates before she can do anything, or nuke Kale before she can do anything. But you're looking at this, I think I had the most gold there on my team at 15. Yeah, and she is ahead of me at 18, so she is incredibly far ahead. It's a late game Kale. She hasn't hit 15 yet, I believe, but she's just gonna get worse.
Top turret is under attack.
So definitely a bit of a challenge to get around. I think we're posturing just for some vision around Baron here.
This world is all I have.
Very close game. Kale is going into the bot lane here. She should die, all things being well, and she does. Now let's see if we can get the pick on the Kai'Sa, which we do. She can flash the gold card, but nice try. You push out the wave. They go for Senna, and they get her. Very nice. Like I said, we have a really good pick comp here, which is keeping us in this game. We can just keep picking these people off. Long range engages with gold card, flash gold cards, and flash pike hooks. flash bindings and all that.
You have slain an enemy.
I missed that binding, otherwise he would have been dead. Time to get out here, because Kayla's gonna come for us fast. Should have just gone for the... Should have just gone for the thingy, what do you call it? Tormented Soil. We're able to get the Hourglass and survive this one. That was a close call.
My broken heart.
Yes, at this point we are going to get the... It's the last item, so now we have to finish the Morgana. So I'm just waiting for a little bit of gold. I had to take a bad reset because of my chunk. There was nothing else for me to do. So I ended up just waiting for a little bit here. The more I see this game going, I definitely wish that I would have taken the Shadow active item rather than the Hourglass. I haven't really gotten good value out of it. I would have played more in the pick compound, getting the shadows. So, but it is what it is.
Enemy slain. Enemy double kill. Top turret is under attack.
She is so strong. Just runs me down.
You have slain an enemy. Enemy slain.
Pike is really strong as well. Look at that, 4,000 damage. Pike is such an annoying champion, isn't he?
To love is to be bound.
So we haven't really played this mid game well at all. Me personally, that is. We've been falling quite a bit behind in gold to our other teammates now. I have been playing better than us. He ends up dying.
Shut down.
Here, we finally get some value out of the Hourglass. Yay! If they get kill here, that is the game. Yeah, that should be the end of the game here now. We should be able to make a push in. If we can push... Even if we can get it, some sort of... No, they don't want to end. They did not want to end. We can easily end it there if we grouped up, but no, I'm just going to take this massive bot wave for free then instead.
Attack the turret. Ally slain.
Yeah, what do you think was going to happen there also?
Home, a place that never leaves you.
Push the wave, always push the wave.
On my way. To love is to be bound.
I see them fighting here, so let's have to abandon the wave. Then we back. Do we not? No. Don't really have anything to assist with here. So that kill is freakishly strong.
Home, a place that never leaves you. My broken heart still
Yeah,
beats.
it feels bad getting to this stage of the Wild Rift game where you're back and you can't buy anything.
On my way.
I must say, if you haven't watched the patch notes for the new patch that is coming up, The fact that you can change your active item, that's really nice. Like I said, I could have swapped here to my shadows rather than using my hourglass that I've only really used twice in span the game. So definitely a good shite. Obviously shadows will be gone next patch, so we'll have to look for other things to get.
Legendary.
Yay, someone had the shadows.
On my way. Truth is a darkening mirror.
Yeah, you're dead. Come on team, kill. Yes, there we go. This should be the end of the game here now, if I remember correctly. No, just hit the nexus, come on guys. There we go. And that's the game, guys. Morgana solo lane. Once again, typical me, play well in the laning phase for dip within the mid game, but we get the dub. Definitely another really strong champ for you to try out in the solo lane. If you did enjoy, please give me a like and consider subscribing. And as always, anything else you want to see, let me know, and I will catch you in the next one.